Let's get serious here for just a minute and talk about what actually is jury nullification. Jury nullification is something where a jury is called in and attorneys, we've voir dired them, we've chosen our jury, we have presented our case, we've followed all of the evidentiary rules, all of the state rules. Now we're asking the jury to return a verdict. Our juries are our fact finders. So we ask them to decide whether or not one side's witnesses are more credible and if the evidence that we've presented is more believable on one side or on the other. That's why we call them a fact finder. So if we have a jury and after they've looked at the evidence and the law and they've decided they don't like the law, they just don't like it. And so they decide to just make a decision based off of their own personal emotional feelings rather than the facts and evidence presented during the trial. That's what we refer to as jury nullification. What is interesting, we've had a long history of jury nullification, and probably the most prominent time that it was used was during specifically with the Fugitive Slave Act of 1850. A lot of jurors were very upset about the Fugitive Slave Act and the requirement of returning people to their owners. This was incredibly upsetting. And so in those types of situations where the person did not turn a slave in, was taken to trial for violating this law, the juries were deciding, we don't like this. This is an awful situation. And because of this, we're not going to find the defendant guilty. Now, did they break the law? Yes. But the jury felt that that law was inhumane and should not have ever been passed. So when it comes to jury nullification, there is a time and there is a place. And I would ask you this, what kinds of laws in the United States do we have that you think you would want to nullify if you were on a jury? I'm just interested to see what everyone says. So there's a very quick, short explanation of what actually is jury nullification.